How's it going, guys? Electron Man. Wow, this has become quite the project, I tell you. This old Silvertone, it probably should have went out to the dumpster instead of me getting it for $20. But anyway, boy, once I would just love to open up something that like nobody been in and monkey it around with. This one turned out to be a nightmare. At first I thought, looks like the only thing to do is put new power wires in her. Oh no, the more I got in there, the bigger mess it's got. And probably the biggest mess I had is I put all the caps in, found a couple loose wires, cold solder joints, etc., and powered it up, and I actually got it to light up, and it had a little bit of AM, and but the sideband wouldn't work, or the shortwave wouldn't work at all. And I'm like, what the heck? So I have one integrated bad to see schematic that was on the side of this radio. Is pretty much all I've had to work with. And I've tried to back trace this thing and figure out what the heck was going on. And anyway, long story short, I noticed that right here where I'm pointing my finger, there was like this big glob of cold solder joint. And this guy soldered to it like this, going across where this purple wire that I've added is under the tuning coil here, and the tuning lug, and or one of the tuning coils. And I'm like, what the heck? That's not factory. And the more I got to looking at it, it looks like probably what happened is sometime or another, I don't know if they tore it out or whatever, but this ceramic variable capacitor, tuning capacitor, was gone, and they had basically hardwired with a 001 microfarad cap from the tune on the shortwave straight to ground here, which, I mean, I get the filtering of the cap. I mean, it wasn't going to blow it up, but it don't work that way. You got to be able to tune the thing, and it's got to be within, resonance. But anyway, long story short, I dug through all my bins I've got out here and found an old ceramic adjustable cap that I was able to solder in there as a replacement. Obviously, it's not the same as the other three, but I kind of just had to guess on the variable capacitance on it. But I got lucky and found one that worked, and then I just went ahead and took this whole mess out and just ran me a new wire from the tuning coil over to the variable capacitor. And anyway, long story short, all this rambling on, as you can see, I've completely recapped it all, but I tell you what, these things, they hide capacitors. I got a .007 microfarad wax cap back there that I had pulled out that I didn't inventory when I first bought all my caps, and I don't have it. It's an odd cap. It's 400 volt .007 microfarad, so I don't have one. So anyway, I checked it on my capacitor tester, and it's good. It's within tolerance. So I went ahead and put it back in there. Of course, rerouted it to make it a little easier for me once I get one that a newer model one to replace that with. But at least for working on the radio, it was within tolerance and it was usable. So that's the only cap that hasn't been replaced. Everything else has been completely recapped on this whole radio from top to bottom. But long story short is that we have lights now. We have the eye. And I put one LED. I think I'm going to put all LEDs in there, but I put one in. One bulb was out, and I went ahead and put an LED in there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but anyway, we got her lit up, and check this out.
5053. And our mailing address.
Yeah, it works.
Correspondence and offerings is Post Office Box.
And there I am.
It's the only logical explanation. When you think about it, when I set up my telescope, and I set up my telescope,
got it, guys.
in the same manner.
We got her working. The alignment's going to be a little bit of a trick. I'm just going to have to wing it. I don't have any alignment process. Fortunately, I've already kind of aligned it, as you can see, just using my RF generator and throwing a signal in there like 10 megahertz and then getting a dial on 10 megahertz and then figuring out, which lugs I need to tune. I mean, really, this has got 4 lugs and then 3 or 4 on the top. But we got her tuned pretty good. I mean, it's not going to be perfect per alignment procedures as far as the manual, but hey, I've got it up and running. And that's a lot to say about this poor little old thing. definitely abused. I've already started cleaning it. I actually heated this one piece here, and I don't know if you can tell, but made a whole lot of headway heating it. I just used my solder station, the SMD rework station, the hot air gun, and heated it on the back side till I could tell it was kind of getting pliable, and then pinched it down with a piece of metal and held it till it cooled down, and it's flattening it out pretty good. It's not going to be perfect, but I think I'm going to be able to make this radio look pretty nice, and I'm just tickled. It became a real challenge. I've got probably 20 hours in it now. This whole cap, like I said, I'd love to get one day that nobody has been in that just needed like a recap. Just having to re-engineer somebody's engineering, which I don't know what they were thinking. It makes it a lot of fun and quite a challenge. But anyway, I wanted to give you an update. I'm actually pretty happy. It's like 2 in the morning, and here I am out here farting around with this guy. But she's alive, as Frankenstein would say. It's alive. It's alive. Which it is. So I'm gonna do a little more tuning on it, and hopefully next video I'll have it back in its case. And I ordered a glass cutter, and I got a little bit of glass I'm gonna try. I'm not a glass cutter, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm gonna try and make a new glass lens for it, and we're gonna pretty it up as best we can. But of course, number one challenge was to get it up and running, and we have done that. So the next process will be prettying it up, trying to make it look presentable. I'm actually pretty proud. I learned a lot on this one. Every time I get one of these and get in there and work on them, I learn something. I know this one, man, the caps were I hate them wax caps. Oh my God. And there was a bunch. I'll show you. I've got them piled up over here. I'll show you all what I had to replace. But they're smelly, they're sticky, they're just nasty after they've been in here for 80 years. I mean, the wax is, ugh. But anyway, we're down to one last, that 007 microfarad over there, and they won't have a wax cap in it. And I've already had it out once. But anyway, wanted to give you an update, guys. The Silvertone's moving right along. Next video, I should have it in the case, and we'll see how the final thing looks and works. Have a great day out there, guys. And if you get a chance, please like and subscribe to my channel.